Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 50 Shades of Tay. I'm Taylor Gonzalez, and you guys, today I am joined by a very special guest. I have Ryan Morris here, also known as Dreamkid, who has a song featured in the number one movie at the box office right now, Terrifier 3. How are you doing today?
Yeah, very well.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much for
It's the
being here.
evening. It's about 10 at night in
Oh,
London.
wow. All right, it's 2
Yeah.
p.m. where I am, so crazy the time difference, but thank you for being here. I really appreciate
No
it. And what
worries.
an exciting week for you. You have your song Chrissy and the number one movie at the box office. How exciting is
Yeah.
that?
I did not expect that. I knew Terrifier was had like a crazy cult following. And I always knew it was going to be like a really great opportunity, but I did not think, and I think like most people involved in the movie, I don't think they knew it was going to be the number one movie.
It is crazy because, yeah, it has a really strong following, but to be number one, that is so exciting, especially with all the competition out there right now. But, something that I
Mm.
found really inspiring was a few weeks ago, you posted on your Instagram that 2 years ago you were delivering chicken wings in London on a bike and, not feeling the greatest. But now your song is
Mm.
featured in the number one horror movie. It's blowing up. You've had people Shazamming, 8,000 people Shazammed your song over the opening weekend.
It's about 14,000 now.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow, it's gone
and
up
it's
even more. That is so
yeah.
exciting. Number one, I think it's a really great lesson in never giving up. And it's such an
Mm.
inspirational story. And I was just wondering, now with all these people hearing your song in the theater, how are you feeling now, 2 years later?
It's a whole different place because I mean, I've been doing music for decades. I've been in bands, and my side hustle was like Uber Eats on a bicycle, so I could do this music stuff on the side, but it was often can be pretty hard, But obviously, like things are looking good at the moment, and there's so much stuff I still have to do and still have to accomplish. So for me, I'm not like I'm. It feels good, but I'm like, no, there's still way more I got to do. But that's just how I am, I suppose.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. But this is such an exciting time. How did this collaboration come about? Like, how did you get your song Chrissy to be featured in Terrifier 3?
Um, so I didn't really know about the franchise. I recognized like Art the Clown. When I knew of like when I saw a picture or video of him, I was like, okay, I know there's that movie. But then Damien, I think one of my reels for Chrissy went viral, like maybe it was in 2020, I think a year and a half ago, I think. And I didn't know, but Damien had commented and stuff. But obviously, when you sometimes when you go viral, you get so many comments, you don't see all of them. So like I missed it. And then when I was in LA, one of his friends, Robin, who I met through other movie guys, they're doing a movie called The Invisible Raptor that I was doing music for. And then Robin said to me, "Hey, Damien from Terrifier is really interested in using your song." And then I followed Damien, and then he messaged me, and he was like, "Would love to use it." And yeah, it just went from there. And I didn't know, I didn't know if they wanted to use 5 seconds or and then he also said we might use your logo in a t-shirt and then a poster in a room. And I was like, that's so rad. But I was also like, yeah, like people say things and it's like, yeah, I can't really imagine that's going to happen. Or if it does, it won't be in a shot or something. And then, I saw it on the trailer and I was like, what? And then the movie was like, it was shown so much.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
that
that
was really
was
awesome.
really fun getting to see the poster and your logo throughout the movie and just what an exciting feeling. What was it like when you sat in the theater and got to see that up on the big screen, with the full audience for the first time?
No, it was really cool. It's like you kind of I'm watching the movie, but it's also like I'm taking a lot of stuff in and I'm like, you kind of like, when is the song going to play? When is it going to play? And it played in a scene in like for maybe like 40 seconds and like in the middle of the movie. And then like I knew the movie was going to end. So I said to my brother, I was with my brother at the premiere, I said, I'm just going to run for a pee quickly. Ran for a pee. And then as I was coming back, I could hear the bass there was like a song playing, and I could, because I know the songs like so well, I knew it was Chrissy, and I was like, oh, why don't they just playing that like in the theater, or if actually it's in the credits or whatever, it's actually in the movie. And then I ran in and it was playing. And then my brother was like, dude, they're
Oh,
playing it. And I was like, yeah, I was pretty stoked because I thought it would be the Arsenal Kill song. I thought that was because I'd seen other previews that happened in the States, and everyone said at the end it's the Arsenal Kills
mm,
music video. So I thought that was that was the ending. So I was pretty surprised and very happy that it was, because for me the credits is whenever been like a song in a movie, it's always the credits that I remember. Like House of Wax, I remember was My Chemical Romance, and I remember that
ah,
like being one of those moments where I was like, that was just it was like pretty cool. Like I was with some friends and we were like, that's so sick how that song comes in at like the end. So
oh.
yeah.
Oh, what an amazing feeling that must be. How are you when it comes to movies like Terrifier 3 with all the blood and the guts and the gore? Are you okay with that, or
Doesn't
do you have to cover your eyes?
it doesn't bother me. I think I'm either a psychopath or I think because I know what goes into movies and I know what's actually happening, it doesn't really bother me personally. Um, to be honest, I found like I thought it was like I was laughing. Like Arthur Clown was just cracking me up. Like it was just so funny the way he's so sick. But I've got a really dark humor, so I think that's probably why.
Yeah. No, I agree. When he is so animated, especially like the scene where he meets Santa in that bar, it's funny. He's
Mm,
so, performative without saying a single word of dialogue. He brings so much
mm,
life to the character and just the reactions, the facial expressions. It's just a fun film. And
yeah.
how
And
exciting
it's such
should
a
we
violent,
wait?
it'll be such a violent, like over the top scene, and it's like so like pretty sick. But then he's just laughing, like, and that's like for me, that just cracked me up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite scene in the film?
Um, the shower scene,
Oh
definitely.
yeah.
I think that was. I just love the way he looks with the chainsaw and the glasses on and the Santa outfit, and he's just like, I don't know. That was probably my favorite. I think.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah, I think
crazy
the
scene.
scene that threw me like totally caught me off guard was the mall scene
Oh
with the
yeah.
kids. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So that definitely like threw me off guard, which is pretty rad because yeah, it
I knew
pushes.
something would happen, but I didn't expect that. That was a
Mm,
great scene. So
definitely.
I've been listening to your latest album, Daggers, on repeat for the last week. I love it. It's such a good
Oh,
album.
awesome. Thanks
And
so much.
oh yeah, I've had it on in the car. I've had it on while I'm cleaning. I love it. I was actually listening to it right now while I was getting ready for this. What were some of
Oh,
the
awesome.
what were some of the inspirations when you were making this album?
Mm, definitely just nostalgic memories of family and also a couple of breakup stuff that happened, during lockdown or whatever. It was probably those two combined with the movie Thrashin', that 80s skating movie, which was the whole visual concept of it was based off that movie. So it was kind of a mixture between just personal nostalgic memories of mine and just, yeah, breakup and mixed with the movie. Like in terms of like the intro of the album, that's very like thrashing, and then Daggers is more about heartbreak, and then Hometown Memories is about just thinking back of your home and how it's changed so much. So combination of that, just all mixed up.
It's such a great album, like start to finish, just
No,
putting it
thanks.
on and vibing to it. I love it so much. And with
No,
all these
thanks.
tens of thousands of people who are Shazamming your song and hearing your song in the film, if they were going to ask you, like, what are some other songs of yours that you would recommend for them to get into? What are some of your favorite songs?
I definitely have two. There's two. The fans are I find them split up between two. There's fans that really like instrumentals, and then there's fans that like the vocal songs. So it's kind of like having to, it all depends on that. It's actually quite a common thing in synthwave in general, where a lot of fans are like, we only like instrumentals, and we only want the vocal. It's like I like doing both. I think it's cool, and it's different. It's like, some songs you just don't even sing. And I would say if someone like Chrissy, I would probably think they definitely would like more guitar-based songs and instrumental songs. So I'd probably say something like The Highway, um, and like maybe Take Me On Tonight with Mason, maybe more upbeat kind of stuff. Um, it's difficult to say, really, because I think people like that song for different reasons. Some people really like the guitar, and some people really just like the whole mood of it.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's always it's always interesting seeing, like, who likes what song. And as I say, it's like we don't like the vocals, or we want the vocals. Or if I just release instrumentals and they're like, we want some vocals, and if I don't, if it's all vocals, they're like, we want more instrumentals.
Oh my gosh.
I always just split it up into half, half.
Hmm. How did that
Mm.
collaboration with you and Mason come about?
Just from Instagram as well, same as Damien. Just when I first went viral, and I was a big Metro Station fan for since when they first came about. So I was like, yeah, definitely. I just sent him some tracks, and it's funny, the song that I thought was the worst track that I sent him, because I was like, I didn't even know what to do with it. I was like, I don't even know what to do with this song. It's like, it's a bit like, I don't know, like it was just like there, and I thought he would have chosen something else. And then he's like, no, this is the one. And I was like, what? That one? And then I heard his vocal on it. I was like, oh, I wouldn't have thought about that melody.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
yeah, and then obviously when I was in LA last year, we did the music video and stuff. So that was awesome. I would love to do more songs with him. Sure, we will.
Yeah, hopefully that'd be very
Yeah,
cool.
because
That's
our voices actually when I was mixing it, I was like, they just fit so well as
mhm.
well.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know?
what a great blend.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
that
would
was
love
really
to
cool.
hear more collaborations between the two of you. That's so funny though that it's like the song you least expected is the one that he went with,
Yeah,
and it just works so perfectly.
yeah. It's always like it's just especially with vocals. Like if I don't hear something, I either make it an instrumental, and even that song, I was like, as an instrumental, I'm not really sure, and I can't really think of anything vocally, so whatever. But then when he put his vocal on it, it just like changed the whole my perception of it. So yeah,
Are there any other artists out there that you would like to collaborate with?
wow. There's a lot of pop punk artists that I would love to like, someone like maybe like Mod Sun, and just like um maybe Jordan from Newfound Glory, just like yeah, the Midnight are one of my favorite bands as well in terms of synthwave. Um, I often think of like artists that aren't really in the whole synthwave genre. They're like they're completely different. Like I prefer that.
Mhm.
Even like I mean, I think I want to try out like a rap artist in
Oh,
synthwave,
yeah, that'd be
but
awesome.
but at the right kind of rap sound. I can't be. Yeah, I would like to try something like that. I don't know who, but if I hear, there was one guy on TikTok that he rapped over one of my beats. Now they're called beats. And it was really cool. I actually wanted him on the album, and he just I couldn't get hold of him. So,
That'd be
but I'll keep
cool.
trying.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love that
yeah, yeah.
idea. Mixing rap with
Mm.
your synths. I think that would be a really cool mashup.
Yeah, definitely can work. Like the one video that I was talking about now, it sounds really cool. Doesn't sound weird at all, and yeah. I wanted to try something with Riff Raff too, because I
Oh,
chat to Riff
okay.
Raff every one now and then. I'm sure something will happen
Yeah, I will keep my eyes
down the
out for
line.
that. I think that'd be very cool.
Yeah, awesome.
So your song, Chrissy, how did you come up with the song title for that?
It's in the movie Thrashin'. It's the love interest. Her name is Chrissy,
Oh,
but everybody online thinks it's Chrissy from Stranger Things.
my gosh.
But it was, I mean, it can be, but it's Chrissy from Thrashin'. So that was. I just had a with that song. I just was like, I just want to write something that you think of like a girl getting ready for for a date or prom or something like that. And I just had the I kind of had it in my head, and then yeah, and then I just thought I'll just name it Chrissy. I kind of like that name. It's got a real 80s, it's a real 80s girl's name, I would say. Chrissy.
Yeah, perfect. Perfectly
Mm.
fits the 80s vibe. So we're just a couple weeks away from Halloween right now, and I was wondering if you could give out some of your favorite horror movie recommendations.
Um, Definitely Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, like the go-tos, the normal ones that everybody knows. There's actually a lot of them I haven't seen. Like I think it's called Christine. Is it called Christine? And um, Poltergeist is a good one. Yeah, I'd say those three.
Yeah, Poltergeist is a really, really good one. Uh,
You could say, and Lost Boys. Although Lost Boys, is it a horror? It's a horror. It's horror. It's sort of, yeah,
yeah,
it's
like
horror.
horror
I would
adjacent. I
say.
think it counts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would say Lost Boys definitely.
Yeah, oh, that's a great one. Yeah, I think when it comes to horror, like you can kind of stretch it a little bit because there's also like, family friendly ones like Casper and the Addams Family, stuff like that.
Gremlins.
Oh yeah, Gremlins. Oh man, I want
Yeah,
another Gremlins. I think we need one.
mm,
Your
definitely.
music would fit perfectly with the world of Gremlins too, just like the 80s and the vibes and just
Yeah,
the synths.
definitely.
I think that'd be a great collaboration right there.
Yeah, definitely. I used to be
Uh,
terrified of gremlins when I was really small.
oh, one of my favorite questions to ask guests is if they have a favorite Halloween costume that they've ever dressed up as. Is there anything that comes to mind for you?
I had like just like a normal zombie boy. You know, the guy, his name was Rick Genest. He passed away, but he used to have like a face tattoo. He was a model. He was in the Lady Gaga
Oh,
music video.
yes, yes.
That I used to do that quite often on Halloween, which I had one of my friend's girlfriends was good at makeup, and she used to paint that on my face. That was
Oh,
pretty
wow.
badass. I like that.
Oh, that is awesome. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, that's a very cool look.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll say that. And I've done the Jared Leto Joker once before as well, which
oh,
is,
that's
I
a fun
mean,
one.
I love this Joker, to be honest. I just the whole movie wasn't great, but I think his Joker was pretty cool.
Yeah, he had a very cool, distinct look to him.
Just like his look, it just looked pretty rad to me. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I think my favorite part of his look was when he had the tattoo of the smile on his hand and he held it
Mm.
up. I think that was pretty interesting.
I would have loved it there. I wish they had, would have used them more in the movie, but I think there was something happened in that movie. I don't know what, but like
Yeah,
I think between the producers and the movie company and something, the whole edit and the whole flow of it was just, I don't know, didn't
yeah.
happen.
I think eventually we might get like a director's cut with more Joker in it. I'm not sure, but that'd be pretty nice. I think there's more
Yeah,
out there somewhere.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
So, are there any projects or any songs that you're working on right now that you're able to talk about?
I've got a Halloween EP that I'm actually dropping I can't give the exact day, but it'll be next week.
Okay,
It's
awesome.
it's three new songs. It's called All Thriller, No Filler.
Oh,
Um,
perfect.
and it's just Halloween, like it's like horror movie instrumental kind of, yeah.
Oh,
So
I
I was
can't
actually going to
wait.
make it longer, but then I decided that two of the songs I want to put on my next album, so I just made it three. And the three that I have just flow like so well together that when I started adding another song on top of that, kind of like seemed a bit disjointed to me. So I was like, no. But I'm gonna announce very soon the day.
Oh, that is so
It's,
exciting.
it's
I
going to
can't
be like a
wait.
surprise. It's going to be
Mhm.
like not a surprise, but I'm not going to have like like pre-saves. It's just going to be like, hello,
Here it is. Yeah.
it's out. Go listen.
Oh,
Yeah, it's going to be one of those. So,
oh, that'll be a fun Halloween treat for all of your fans.
mm,
Oh, I cannot
definitely.
wait.
I
That'll
wanted it
be
out.
so fun.
Actually, wanted it out tomorrow, but it just I'm this one I'm releasing on my own label that I've just started. So there was just a bit of a delay with some of the distribution stuff. But
I'm sure it'll be worth the wait, and everyone will be able to stream it
mm,
and listen to it at their Halloween parties and while they're getting ready in their Halloween costumes. That's
yeah,
perfect timing.
exactly. Yeah, definitely. I'm excited.
Well, in the meantime, where is a good place for people to follow you and keep up with all your upcoming releases and projects?
Everything is Dreamkid 83. on my handle. So Instagram, my website is dreamkid83.com. TikTok, Dreamkid83, Instagram, and then on all those profiles is I have a link tree, and literally everything is there. But if
Perfect.
you forget, it's just remember Dreamkid83.
Perfect. I will put a
Yeah.
link in the description of this video to your website so people can come and check out your music and keep up and be ready for when that Halloween EP drops. But thank you
No,
so
thanks so
much
much.
for taking the time to join me. I really appreciate
No
it.
worries.
Congratulations on
Thank
all your
you.
success.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your day and happy
Chat
Halloween.
soon. You too.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye. Bye.